Hey guys, Chris, Stratomatic, Delaware, and it's time to wrap up this series, Baseball Sad V Tutorials, showing you guys the how-tos and the where-to-fors for playing Super Advanced and also Advanced rules. Had an advanced playthrough a few months ago, but we are covering the rules step by step, page by page, line by line, hammering it home. And we've only got a couple more sections to go through, so let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. We are on page 12. We're going to cover individual box, wild pitches, and passed balls. Other Sad V rules. So this is pretty much Super Advanced the rest of the way in on this one, I think. Just extra little make it awesome rules. Yep, another couple pages. One page, really. So 29. At the top of the advanced side of their cards, each pitcher rated individually for his balk and wild pitch frequency. Balk rating or frequency. Wild pitch frequency. And each catcher is rated for his passed ball frequency. And it's handwritten on this older card, but it would be right in here after the throw error range, in parentheses, PB, passed ball rating, in parentheses. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Each is on a scale of 0 to 20, with 0 being the best and resulting in the fewest of these types of plays. Now, to use these rating, follow these rules whenever there is at least a runner on base. So you do this when there's a runner on base. Normally, you're just going to roll the 3 dice, and you're going to look 4, 7 against a righty, and look, 110 is a single. So now Greg Olson is on base. So now, instead of just rolling these first, you're going to roll this. And this is an easy way to put it out there for you for initially to determine what you're going to do with this D20 roll. If you roll a 1, there's a chance of a wild pitch. If you roll a 2, there's a chance of either a balk or a passed ball, depending on what you get on a D6. Alright, now with that visual, let's get back to the rule book. When rolling the 3 6-sided dice to get the result from the player's card, or when using the bunt or hit and run charts, roll a 20-sided die at the same time. I usually roll it first. If the 20-sided die roll is 3 through 20, continue with the normal reading of the 3 dice. If the 20-sided die if the D20 is a 1, a wild pitch may occur. Refer to the pitcher's wild pitch rating and roll it again. So some pitchers have a wild pitch rating of perhaps 11. Some have 6. If this number is lesser than or equal to their wild pitch rating, a wild pitch has occurred and all base runners advance a base. If the D20 roll is a 2, a balk or passed ball may occur. Roll the white 6. If it comes up 1, 2, 3, it may be a balk. If it comes up 4, 5, 6, it may be a passed ball. In either case, you roll the D20 again and go to the appropriate rating. If it's 1 through 3, you're checking for a balk. You go to the pitcher's balk rating. And this number is less than or equal to the balk rating. A balk has happened and all runners advance a base. If it comes up 4 through 6, you're going to go to the catcher's passed ball rating, and this will either be 1 or a range, or it'll be a number like 6, 12, and anything that comes up that is less than or equal to the catcher's passed ball rating, it will mean that a passed ball has happened. All runners advance a base. When runners attempt to steal, when rolling for a lead, also use the D20 along with the 2 6-sided color dice. The D20 die roll is 3 through 20. Discard that die and continue normally. If you roll a 1, the runner attempting the lead may be picked off. So you're going to roll this. you roll a 3. Well, if you roll a 3 through 20, no problem. Disregard it and keep going. If you roll the 1, the runner attempting the lead may be picked off. Refer to the runner's second steal success rating and roll the 20-sided die again. The second success steal rating, which is 5 right here in Greg Olson's. You'll recall that it is 16 with Otis and Nixon. Da-dee-da-dee-da. If the number rolled is less than or equal to the runner's rating, then the runner dives back safely. But the runner has failed to achieve a good lead, but he avoided being picked off. If the number is higher than his rating, the runner has been picked off. If the 20-sided die is a 2, there's a possible balk. And there's the 2. Then you roll the d20 again. If the number is less than or equal to the pitcher's balk rating, then a balk has happened. Runners advance a base. If not, then no one. If it's higher, then no balk has happened, and just keep going the way it was. And the runner dives back to first safely, but he had failed to achieve a good lead. So that is 29-2. 29-3 fielding chart adjustments. The individual wild pitch ratings also simulate the difficulty catchers have with some wild pitchers, such as knuckleballers. When using this system, the PP and PF readings from the Catcher X range chart section are handled differently. So if you're using this, what they're going to describe here, there are ratings for catchers right here in the range section, PF, PP, for pass balls and wild pitches. I believe they are. These readings indicate that a possible pass ball occurs with runners on base and if no errors occur on the play. If conditions exist, refer to the pitcher's wild pitch rating and roll the d20, same as above. If the rolled number is higher than the rating, no passed ball, batter pops out to the catcher. Ballpark effects, weather effects, and clutch hitting. Well, we're going to do this rather easily. We're going to get a folder out and just go through it. We'll cover the clutch, but the other two I can get quickly. Let us see. Let's get a pair of these out. Each set should come with a couple of these right hairs. Let's say we're playing in Arizona. Before the game, during the game, you're going to see some symbols like these. You'll have an upside down triangle and a diamond. And the diamond will be on a home run always, and the diamond will be either on a base hit or an out. That is ballpark effects, and each ballpark has different effects. Like Miami's ballpark, you only get a single if you roll a 1. When this symbol is on next to the result. If you're playing in Arizona, you get a single 1 to 15. If you're playing in San Diego, you get a single 1 to 6. If you're playing in Colorado, it's a single 1 to 19. Ballpark home runs, even though this is a 1 to 10 split to get a home run on his 2-2, if you're playing in Arizona, it's 1 to 11 on that home run. Not on this home run over here. It does not have the home run symbol. Neither does that one. However, this one does. And that one, if you're playing in Miami, it's only a 1 to 4. If you're playing in Milwaukee, it's a 117 if you're left-handed. Olson, he's a righty, it's only 111. And it gives you the result on the bottom end of the split. As far as weather effects, you can roll before the game. You can choose which month, day or night, and then you can roll the d20. We're going to say July day game. And that's a 9. July day, it's going to be average. And you have the splits as far as home runs, lefty and righty, singles, lefty and righty, depending on the weather as well. Oh, the clutch hitting, sometimes you will see an omega sign next to a result, such as on the hitter's card, such as this. Fly ball, right field, B question mark, but there is an upside down horseshoe. That is an omega sign. Clutch hitting, ignore this symbol and accept the original result unless there are 2 out with at least 1 runner at second or third. So if there's 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, then you go with the clutch hitting situation because it exists. The batter dice roll yields a result with an omega sign to the left. If the original reading is any type of out, make it a single 2 stars. If the original reading is a single, make it a pop out instead. And that's pretty much the rule book after the basic game, guys. We've gone through it in an evening, a series of 6 videos. And I really hope that it's proven valuable to me. I've found a couple of rules that I did not know about at all. It's cemented a lot of stuff. I kept doing things over and over because repetition is the key to insanity. Repetition is the key to insanity. Repetition is, yeah, I know, okay, I'll quit. So, that's it. SAD V, Advanced, Stratomatic, Baseball, Rules. We have gone through it. Thank you very much for joining me on this trip through the rule book. This is Chris. Please, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this channel with your friends. Let them know what's here, and if you like the game, go to www.stratomatic.com. Purchase the game and imprint card sets. If you're looking for older card sets that Strat doesn't have on their website, I highly, from personal experience, recommend Chris Rosen at MoonlightGramsMarketplace.com. Check him out. He has got a load of stuff. He buys estate things and everything, and he has got so much Strat. I mean, he claims that he is your online source for all your Stratomatic needs, and I'm going to tell you what, he's right. And he's a great guy to deal with to boot, so definitely don't hesitate. Them's the rules. This is Chris, Stratomatic Delaware, saying, guys, have a wonderful weekend and keep on